Welcome back. Former Ghanaian President and NDC flag bearer John Mahama wrapped up his final campaign rally on Thursday ahead of Saturday's high-stakes presidential election. Saturday's vote pits Mahama against the ruling New Patriotic Party's candidate, Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia, in what analysts predict will be a tight race. Mahama, who previously served as president, urged voters to give him another chance to lead. Ghana, Africa's top gold producer and a major cocoa exporter, has long been considered a beacon of democratic stability in West Africa. However, this election comes at a critical time for the nation as the campaign has been dominated by economic concerns. Well, Ghana's Vice President and New Patriotic Party NPP presidential candidate Mahamudu Bawumia also held his final campaign rally in Accra on Thursday, making a strong case for his candidacy ahead of Saturday's election. Highlighting what he described as significant achievements under the current administration, Bawumia cited progress in education, healthcare, food security, and the digitalization of the economy, a key pillar of his campaign. He urged supporters to entrust him with the presidency, pledging to build on these gains and deliver transformative leadership for Ghana. Bawumia's rally marks the end of a heated campaign season as he faces off against former President John Mahama of the NDC in what is shaping up to be a closely contested election.
Does John Mahama want to come back? What is the base? You cannot say you've done better in education, not in healthcare, not in agriculture, not in infrastructure, not in digitalization. I don't need a honeymoon. I know what I want to do.
Well, News Central's correspondents are on ground and they join me now. First, I do have Benedict Kede, who joins live from Kumasi, and our international correspondent, Afra Hagan, also joins live from Hatso, Accra, to give us an update on the preparation ahead of tomorrow's crucial election. So I'm going to start first. I would have said ladies first, but okay, let me go first with the lady, Afia. Afia, thanks for joining us. Can you tell us what the mood is like on ground this morning, especially in Accra, where you are?
Well, yes, it's actually Farmers' Day here in Ghana, in Accra, all across Ghana, and that's a celebration of farmers and what they have done for the country and for the economy. So it's technically a holiday today, but it is still very busy, and lots of people on ground are conversing about the election, talking about the rallies last night, and of course what they expect from the election tomorrow. And over the next 24 hours, security is going to be tight. There's probably a little bit of tension in town. Now, here with me, I have two voters. I have Emmanuel and I have Cook, who are going to be voting in the election tomorrow. Emmanuel, I'm going to come to you first. Tell me, what's your thoughts on this election campaign so far?
Oh, actually, it's been great. We all talking about peace, 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 and still we have peace, actually. We have peace, that's it.
Do you think it's going to remain peaceful?
Yeah, sure. Because we've been voting since 1992 to date. We've not had any violence in our election. Since we switched from autocracy to democracy, we have peace, and it's going to be peaceful.
And can I ask you, Emmanuel, who are you going to vote for?
Actually, I'll vote for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, yeah.
And why is Bawumia getting your vote? Okay,
see, we are now in the fourth industrial revolution. We are going straight with digitalization, and he has implemented digitalization in our country with the bold solutions. And look, we are now working on more money interoperability. I can send money to the bank. I can cash out money through the bank. More money. I can circulate through all the network and stuff. And our school system actually is also going digitalized and stuff. That's why I'm voting for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
Cook, I want to come to you now. What's your thoughts on this election campaign? It's been very fiercely contested by the two main parties, NPP and NDC.
I believe it's going to be very tough because Mahama being an ex-president and Bawumia being a vice president for 2 terms, though my vote is going for Bawumia, but I believe it's going to be very tough. If he thinks that he's going to take it easy, it won't be easy, because the NDC guys are not going to sit down. So I think they should go all out to vote for Bawumia, or else they'll be surprised. Yeah.
And why is it that you think Bawumia There's all the talk of breaking 8 to have another 4 years in power, which has never been done before. Why do you think that the MPP in Bawumia is the best choice?
Yeah, my thought is anytime we change president or we change power, nobody comes to power and reduce maybe electricity bills, water bills, tariffs. Always shoots up. Anytime we change power, things shoot up. Fuel will shoot up, everything will shoot up because the person has spent so much to come to power and they want to get their money. So they will squeeze us to get their money. So I'm thinking continuity is the best. Free education, I mean, formally, when you want a shoemaker, a cobbler, to come and polish your shoe, we call the person, you get an Ashanti person to do it. But this is when we call cobblers, we see that they are all made of Nigerians being cobblers in Ghana now. You don't see any real Ghanaian maybe doing cobbling. It's the Nigerians. Everybody's going to school. And it brings some civilization into the country. I've traveled a bit, and I've seen what they've done within my countryside and the places I've been to. So I think when we allow Bawumia to maybe lead us for the next 8 years, I think Ghana will be a better place to live.
Cook and Emmanuel, thank you very much. So some really stark and really contrasting opinions there on why people are voting for the NPP in this instance. Both Cook and Emmanuel citing continuity, digitalization as reasons why they're voting for the NPP.
What I'm also aware that Bernard had earlier on combed the streets of Kumasi, filling the polls of Ghanaians there. Bernard Akede, of course, our senior reporter, can you give us an update on what Kumasi is saying ahead of the elections for tomorrow?
All right, thank you for having me, Joe. Just like Afia did say, it's a public holiday. Behind me, you can see the streets of Kumasi. Vehicles are moving swiftly, no traffic jam, everything is moving nicely. But we did speak to certain persons, especially yesterday evening when we arrived here. And, a majority of the people we spoke to contradictory or contrasting to what Afia just said on this side of the country, wants the NDC actually to come into power. So rather than calling for Bawumia, most of the people we spoke to, except for one, said that they would rather have John Mahama, come into power here. Now, the reason for saying this is they're looking for betterment of their lives. There was a large complaint about the economy to start with, that things are hard, the cost of living has gone up, there's been a lot of taxes in the past few years, and even with those taxes, they're not seeing where the taxes are going, and that has been the major challenge that they've been having. But one person eventually did say that he would rather have somebody else come than have. His argument was Mahama had been in power for 4 years some years ago. If he did well, why is he coming back? They believe that he probably didn't do well, and that's why he's trying to make amends for whatever it is that he thinks. Now from those who we spoke to was basically about the economy in the country, and the report I did yesterday, that largely was the complaint. But concerning the Electoral Commission, there are those who believe that the election will be smooth, the Electoral Commission will take charge, except for the fact that they are asking that electoral materials be moved swiftly and on time so that they get to register and vote in good time. And finally, concerning security, for those whom we spoke to, they're saying that they are sure that security will be top-notch. Starting from today particularly, we should be able to see maybe some patrol of security operatives ensuring that the streets of Ghana would be free from any kind of violence come Saturday's elections.
All right. Well, great points there. I'm sure that the stakes are indeed high and everyone is expecting to see what tomorrow would bring. But I'm very certain that here at News Central, we'll definitely bring every single beat of update and analysis. I want to say thank you so much, Afia Egan, for joining us, as well as Bernard Akede. And we look forward to joining you again in the course of our other news bulletin.